staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business and other purposes. However, as seen in the world, the rapid growth of tourism, it only started after the end of Second World War in 1950s. In Nepal also, the tourism it flourished with mountain tourism, and 1950s can be considered as the most important period of tourism because Maurice Horsa he climbed Mount Annapurna. Then after the tourism seemed to be flourished in Nepal. There are different forms of tourism. There are environmental based tourism, culture based tourism, special interest based tourism, and under the environment related tourism, the environment related tourism it developed with the time frame of 1970s after different environment related movements they flourished worldwide, and ecotourism emerged as a concept of environment related tourism. Tourism policy of Nepal 2065 has also mentioned ecotourism as one of the major strategies for environmental conservation and sustainable utilization in Nepal. TIES 2015 defines ecotourism as responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of local people, and involves interpretation and education. It is a sector of larger industry that focuses on bringing benefits to the local communities, conserving and protecting the natural areas. It is the sector of green economy, and it is a potential vehicle to provide environmental, socio-economic, and cultural benefits at both local and national levels. Now let's move towards the rationale. Former British Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill once said that attitude is a little thing, but it has a big difference. It can create a big difference. So the attitude towards the ecotourism is studied because the logic of psycho-cybernetics, it also says that attitude it maps the reality, and it helps to find the participation of people. It helps to find out the participation of people in a particular topic. It helps us to judge the opportunities and challenges, as well as it gives the hint of the sustainability of that particular topic. As cited in different articles, it is said that local community support for tourism is necessary to ensure the commercial, socio-cultural, physiological, political and economical sustainability of the industry. The aspirations that is shown by the local people towards the ecotourism makes the place potential location for all forms of ecotourism that is commonly practiced. And as I have seen in most of the researches, the attitude it is generally written in secondary or tertiary objective. The primary objective is another thing, but I think that attitude should be studied, and there is a research gap in this topic. So the attitude should be studied in broad form. And my place is also listed in one of the 100 tourist destinations by the Ministry of Culture, Tourist and Civil Aviation in a press release 2018 November 1. Now let's move towards the objective. The general objective is to analyze the local people's attitude regarding the ecotourism development in Moja. The specific objective is to analyze the different tourism products of Moja, to assess the livelihood option and the levels of motivation among the local people to promote the ecotourism, to describe the socio-economic condition of local people, and also to identify the roles and responsibilities of different organizations for the promotion and development of ecotourism in the place. Let's go towards the information of study area. The study area location is name is Moja. It lies in ward number 20 of Pokhara Metropolitan City. Initially, in the before state reconstruction, it was a village. But after the new state reconstruction in 2073, the place was now in Pokhara Metropolitan City. There are four major places: Lamdara, Ormala, Moja, and Artigar. Moja is also broad place, as well as the name of village is also Moja. The place is dominated by Gurung community. The major attractions are the waterfalls, green hills, traditional stone houses, large person drums, etc. Historically, the place was a major attraction for both waste enterprise, vegetable production like spinach, radish, and many cash crops. And also the government has listed, as I already said, it as one of the major tourist destinations among the new 100 tourist destinations. The map of study area, it lies in ward number 20 of Pokhara Metropolitan City. Now let's go to the important topic, research methodology. It will consist of two methods: one primary data collection method, and next is secondary data collection method. Under primary data collection method, household survey, focus group discussion, key information survey, and direct field observation will be done. For household survey, simple random sampling will be used. Questionnaire and interview will be used. Questionnaire will consist of both structured and unstructured questionnaire. The information about the local people's attitude will be noted. It will help to assess the socio-economic condition of the local people, as well as the level of motivation among the local people for ecotourism development. Also, focus group discussion will be carried out in different ethnic groups, castes, to generate varieties of information ideas. The discussion will be focused on ecotourism attraction among the people, their willingness to run ecotourism based enterprise, and their possible roles and responsibilities. Key information survey will be done on particular persons like elder people, teachers, local leaders, village intellectuals, managers who are appointed for ecotourism development will be interviewed, both formally and informally, to obtain the history of the place as well as the broader insights of ecotourism development. The field observation will be done during focus group discussion and questionnaire survey to document the existing man-made and natural features in the area. Secondary data collection will consist of newspaper articles, leaflets, information from websites, village profile that I will obtain from the ward office, and so on. Now let's move to the data analysis. The information that is collected from various methods, it will be categorized based on the objective of the study. Various qualitative and quantitative analysis will be carried out for the research work. Simple statistical tools such as frequency, average, percentage will be used. Results will be presented by using various modes such as tabular form, bar diagrams, charts and graphs. Likert scale will be used for data evaluation. There will be about 5 points in the Likert scale, ranging from strongly agree to strongly disagree. Strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. And 3 variables will be used. One is age, next is education level, and third is income level. Under age, 3 categories will be used: 12 to 18, 19 to 36, and 37 to 55. About these categories will be used. Under the educational level, illiterate, primary education, secondary education, and higher than that will be used. And under income levels, also the categories will be used. And for each category, the perception will be measured. They agree or not, they disagree or not, measured. And the Likert scale analysis will be done by mean weighting method. And about 20 statements, more than 20 statements ranging from positive statement, neutral statement, and negative statement will be prepared. 20 statements. Like the ecotourism will promote the conservation of the area, it will help to enhance the cultural integrity of the area, it will have the negative effects on the place. Like this type of statements will be used. And for each statement, the Likert scale analysis will be used in 3 variables. And the significant difference between the statements, it will be evaluated using chi-square test. What I told up to now, it is summarized in the research matrix. And the expected outcomes, I would like my research to bring some empathic outcomes. It will help to find out the diverse perception of the people according to their status, income levels, occupation, education, and its potential sustainable impact on the developing ecotourism. It will help to figure out the opportunities and challenges of the ecotourism development in that place. Also, it will help the local bodies and metropolitan authorities to revise and formulate the plan according to the will and aspirations of the local people. So, it will help to develop sustainable community-based ecotourism. And the time frame is shown here. Data collection will begin from February, and finally, report preparation will be prepared in May. And finally, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Bahadur Chhetri for helping me to prepare the proposal. I would like to especially thank Dr. Ashish Tripathi